I'm here today with Michelle Sauvé from the What Matters to Hatters Coalition, Harry Domingue, who's a coordinator with the Brooks Immigration Services, Siddiqui Bamparineza, who's the Medicine Hat coordinator for Immigration Services. Welcome. So this is, you're headed here for a pretty busy weekend by the sounds of it. So it's Cultural Days. Where is it? What time is it? What are you going to do? What can we look for?
Well, Medicine Hat Culture Days 2024 is actually at the Big Marble Go Center on September 15th. The indoor activities start at noon and run till 5, but we kick off this day, literally, with a soccer tournament at 10 a.m. So that will be out on the soccer pitch at Big Marble.
Now the soccer tournament, this is a specific age group?
For this tournament, for example, most of them are young guys or adults.
Okay.
And of course, it's an international tournament. We promote this activity to encourage sports and a positive mental health. And the groups that join us for these tournaments, they are temporary foreign workers from Central America, as well as there is another team from Thailand, and other team that is from Medicine Hat residents.
Soccer is becoming a very popular sport in North America. Hopefully they don't bring the same level of enthusiasm as European soccer fans. Although this is where the confusion comes in Europe they call it football. Here we call it soccer. But I notice also in your schedule that you have cricket.
Yes, indeed.
So will there be somebody there to explain how cricket works for somebody who's not from the UK?
Yes, we have a cricket coach who will be teaching how to do cricket, and he wants it to be intergenerational. We can have young kids, older people playing together. They start with learning how to play cricket, and then they do a short tournament. And
So they'll learn things like silly mid-off and wobbly balls and googles. Googlies is the term.
All of them. Yeah, and it's a Medicine Hat team that will be coordinating that. It's called the Medicine Hat Stickers. So their coaches will be there.
Okay, so just show up, basically, and see what happens and throw a ball?
Yes, you can sign up for the cricket, and then you can be part of the people who will be learning and then playing afterward.
Well, actually, while you mentioned, let's get into that. Where can somebody go to find the schedule, find the times, and sign up?
So the What Matters to Hatters Facebook page is the best place to go. We are posting the schedules around the community at various bulletin boards, and so we really encourage people to like and follow the What Matters to Hatters Medicine Hat Facebook page. That will be the best place. It's actually pinned as a post with the schedule, and then people will notice that some of the activities have a star. Those are the registered events, and then they will just scan a QR code and go to Eventbrite and sign up. So we really encourage people to sign up as soon as possible because there are limited spaces in some of those workshops and activities.
I noticed it's a very varied menu, for a better word. So well done. I mean, this must have taken a fair amount of time and effort to pull off. So I wish you well.
Thank you.
You've got everything from, is it melon carving to blacksmithing?
Yes, yeah. So just as an example, Thai fruit carving workshop. So that is a registered event. We have forging to create a fire poker stick. And so there's demonstrations and then activities to be able to participate. We have Latin dance that Harry coordinated, henna art drop-in time, African haircloth wrapping, and then Aztec calendar and symbols. You can learn how to write in Aztec. So, and that's just a small smattering. We have community groups that have tables there that sort of are applicable to the topic of multiculturalism. And really the event is intended to showcase the diversity of the people in Medicine Hat and all that they bring to our community.
Medicine Hat has become a very diverse community. It's certainly not the white Anglo-Saxon male forgotten corner of Alberta. So well done. Any food?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll have different kinds of snacks and low-risk foods because of the health regulations that don't need to be refrigerated to keep safe. And we will have people from the Middle East, South America, Latin America, bringing their cultural snacks to be tested, in the event.
And just for people's awareness, there is a small fee for the food. So everything else is free though, just the vendors. So there are also some vendors that are going to have Indigenous crafts and some materials as well. So we're excited about that. And you mentioned, that there's someone's done a lot of work here. In fact, we wouldn't be able to have the magnitude of activities that we do if it weren't for a grant from Heritage Canada and the Government of Canada. And also, we really appreciate the support of the Big Marble Go Centre and Big Marble Farms. They've been great partners in this event. And of course, all of our community partners that have come together. So it's been a real team effort.
Yes.
And we're so grateful to everybody who's brought this together.
Is this something you're looking forward to doing on a yearly basis?
Well, we would like to continue promoting this activity because indeed it's reflect the nowadays Medicine Hat, how it is, the diversity, as you say, and of course it's like just promote multiculturality too, right?
And actually, the soccer tournament is in its second year. We did have Culture Days last year. It was a week-long activity, and the soccer tournament kicked it off again. And last year was just so heartwarming to see people who didn't speak the same languages, but came together in the language of sport, soccer.
Indeed, yeah.
So it's one of those recreation activities where you don't need much equipment. But the families that came to cheer on their family members who were playing and the participants just really showcased the diversity in our community. So it is our second annual Culture Days and our second annual soccer tournament.
Now, how many teams are you expecting for the soccer tournament?
Well, this year is only 4 teams. Will be like a simultaneous matches, and yes, this is like a fast tournament, right? And the idea is that the champion of this tournament will play against the champion from Brooks the next weekend.
Oh, so they get to travel out of town.
Yes.
And the cricket is just a demonstration. Okay. Now the soccer is in the morning.
Yes, we are going to start from 10 a.m. Okay. And yes, probably we finish at 3 to 4 p.m. And also we are going to have a Jamaican DJ, so he will create a good time, good rhythms. He is going to offer a good
jazz music. The cricket demonstration is in the afternoon.
Yes, it will be in the afternoon.
It's 3 to 5 p.m. There's the coaching, right, Siddiqui? Yes. And then a little bit of a tournament.
Yes.
So are you a cricket player?
No, I'm not a cricket player.
Not yet.
But I've been talking to the coach and the team to organize this, and I was also watching cricket on TV to see if I can grasp the idea and I'll be part of the spectators and also learning from them.
Yeah. Cricket is, I grew up with cricket and rugby. I think it was Winston Churchill that said, cricket is such a crashingly boring game that when something happens, one gets quite carried away. But I imagine you're probably going to be playing what they now call the speed cricket. The days of the Ashes, where the cricket match went on for like 6 weeks, or they're over. They're now done in 1 or 2 days, which makes it a little more exciting. Is there anything else we've missed?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Michelle. I could like to add, for example, that also we're going to have a Sepak Takraw demonstration.
Okay.
It's another sport from South Asia. It's a kind of volleyball, but just using the feet, the foot. Sorry.
Right.
So we could like that also. We invite the people to join us and see also this sport that is totally different.
Volleyball is a very popular sport, actually, in Canada. So I can see where a slightly different cultural style would probably pique somebody's interest.
It's incredibly challenging because, like Harry said, they only use their feet, not their hands, to play. And the net's a little bit lower. But for those watching who are interested, I would highly recommend you Google Sepak Takraw because it is fast-paced and there's lots of falling but jumping back up. And that's the thing I'm most looking forward to this day is Sepak Takraw. Yeah.
Oddly enough, I caught it by accident on YouTube a couple of days ago, and I was looking at it thinking, is my TV upside down? But then as I'm watching, they were actually doing it on purpose. So it's a full schedule, and the schedule is on Facebook.
Yeah, and one thing that we didn't talk about yet is we actually have cultural performances from 2:30 until 5, and we have dancers and music from around the world. And so just coming out to see those, we're using 3 of the 4 gyms at the Big Marble Go Center to showcase all the different activities. So it's really going to be a day for everybody, whether you want to try food or watch some great sporting events. You might want to talk to different organizations, learn about how you might volunteer in our community. We also want to encourage people to have some cultural conversations. We have display boards that have mythbusters, so misperceptions about different cultures. We also have a language listening activity where we've got different people speaking different languages. And some languages are considered to be harsher than others. I'm German, for instance, and so the German language, you might be saying something very kind, but in German it can come across as quite harsh.
It's a guttural language.
It is. And so then there's a series of questions after you listen to decide, is this person saying something kind or are they being directive? What do I think they might be saying? So there's so many different things happening on Culture Days, and we can't wait for the community to join us.
The language one sounds very interesting because having been a global traveler, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of, nuances in different languages besides just the language itself. Well, good luck. I will do my level best to wander out and see what your cricket looks like.
Yes.
And one more time, where can we find the schedule?
What Matters to Hatters Coalition's Facebook page is the best place to go, and it's pinned to the top of the page, the whole schedule.
Excellent. Thank you for coming in, Michelle. Thank you for watching.